All right, so let's talk about sanding our pots. Some potters don't realize that you really should sand the bottom of your foot when it comes out of the glaze kiln. A few things happen. As the pot goes through the firing, the grog, if you have groggy clay, it does sort of come to the surface, but even porcelain that has zero grog in it, you definitely want to sand. It just gets really gritty and it's gonna scratch your furniture if you slide it across a nice table or something like that. Even an ugly table, it will scratch too, though, I suppose. But anyway, I have here a couple different ways. So the way I do it is just with regular sandpaper. This is 120 grit that I bought at Lowe's. It's the hardware store I tend to shop at. And I can just literally rip off a piece of sandpaper. It's gonna be kind of an ugly sound, but I can just kind of sand that back and forth. And that will be enough to make it not scratch my table. I might sand this a little bit longer, but for the purposes of this video, I can just go ahead and sponge this dust off of the surface, and that's good enough. So that is no longer gonna scratch my table. Having said that, if you're a little bit extra and you want a foot that is soft like butter, these sanding blocks are amazing. And this is what my son does to pottery, and every time I get something from him for a gift or something, I just feel the bottom. It just feels so buttery. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how to do that. It's a little bit more labor intensive, so we're probably gonna like speed through some of this. So these little sanding blocks I bought on Amazon, and they go all the way from 120 to 3,500. Whether or not you go all the way to 3,500 is up to you. That's very extra, but definitely if you go to 1,800, you're gonna have really soft bottoms. So who doesn't love a soft bottom? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead, and this is 120, which is what my original sandpaper was. Now, I do wanna dip this in water because it's gonna create dust. So I'm gonna go inside of here, and then I'm just gonna hold this. You can actually see this water here is turning colors, and that's the dust. So it's doing its job. The water is catching all the dust so that I don't breathe it in. All right, so that was 120. Let's go up one more level to 200.